Hello, everyone. I wasn't going to look into this case because I know that there's a lot out there already, but I kind of want to see what I can get because I just watched the interviews of Madeline's mom and the mom's boyfriend. I don't know. I just want to see what comes out. This is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Okay, so I know that there is likely has been abuse for a while before this happened. And I know that the boyfriend was arrested for stuff in his phone. So let's start with what did the home life before she went missing look like from Madeline's perspective? Secret, and there's a man and a woman on that card. Secret, healing. Is it fair to say that, where's that fuzzy? Is it fair to say that from Madeline's perspective, she was in need of healing because of a secret kept by both the mom and the boyfriend, in which someone was abusing their power and the other person was allowing for it to happen? Dating. Okay, that's pretty direct. Keep dropping these. That felt significant. Dropping something. 1 second. Okay, so we pretty much knew that, but it's confirmed in a way. So the morning that she went missing, or the morning that she was reported missing, what did the night before look like for Madeline? Parental figure, rival. Huh. See, that's kind of what I was picking up on in the interview. There's like some weird animosity like between mom and daughter, I feel. Mom and daughter. Delays. Okay, so delay, if we're talking about the night before, is it fair to say that the delay is that something actually happened the night before, but police were not called until that morning? Kidnapped, hands tied. Okay. So what unfolded the night before that's when something happened? 3 cards. Thief, taking something that doesn't belong to you. Con man, deep fake, someone not who they pretend to the world to be. Private property. Um, Parental figure, rival. Thief, con man, private property. Is it fair to say that the mom was upset about something that she had seen between the boyfriend and Madeline? Bioweapon. So that makes me feel like How do I want to word that? That makes me feel like the mom had a bigger role in this than it may look like. Put it that way. Is that what that is? Mask on. Health issues. Bioweapon. Trying to make sense of what I feel like I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is someone on one, you know how like when you kind of like chase someone around a little bit, like one person on one side of a couch, another person on another side of the couch, but I'm feeling like that's the mom. Embezzlement. Trying to stuff something in the pocket. Verify embezzlement. The devil in reverse, 4 of cups in reverse. So I feel like that's the mom. 4 of cups in reverse. I spring into action. The devil in reverse. Oh, excuse me. The devil in reverse. Is the devil in reverse the mom or the boyfriend? Manipulating, gaslight, and control. Oh, I feel like this might not be what it appears to be. Mask on, health issues, bioweapon. Bioweapon. Which one was biologically related to her? The mother. Devil in reverse, 4 of cups in reverse. Not who you'd expect. Manipulating, gaslighting, control. Stuffing secrets away. Because the thief card came out. Taking something that doesn't belong to you and stuffing it in a pocket. 3 cards. Is it fair to say that the mom, I don't know what that card is. Let's see. I don't know. Is it fair to say that the mom saw something between the boyfriend and Madeline and how do I word this? I don't know. I get this feeling that the mom has a bigger role in this than what it looks like, and almost like she was using something over the head of the boyfriend. Crossroad, end of the road. Crossroad in reverse, end of the road. One card for the mom, one card for the boyfriend. Who actually was responsible for the passing, like the actual act of whatever happened? Mom, low vibrational in reverse. New world order for him. Low vibrational being exposed. I don't know if I understand this new world order for him. False flag. False flag because it looks like him. It's a new story. Low vibrational being exposed. Let's say this. Okay, so I know that it was said that there was abuse happening and she went to her mom, and her mom said she didn't believe her or something like that. This reads to me like like the mom walks in on something, and even though she was told this by her, she blames her. And it's almost like, from Madeline's perspective, well, now what do I do? Because you've seen this and you still don't believe me, and you're coming. It's like I get this sense of the mom coming in, and there's a panic. Blackmail. That's what I was meaning. It's like she has something on him. Like, but I can't tell if the mom snaps and then gets him to cover it and like help with a story, or if she gets him to get rid of her because she feels like she's going to tell. Because if you don't believe me, but then you see it with your own eyes and you're still blaming me, what do I have to lose? I'm going to tell somebody. Child. Can I have 2 cards from Madeline if this is the right direction? Lies. Water. That would be feminine. Her lying. Him lying. Oh, him lying for her? I don't know. Does that mean him lying for her, or him going along with her lies? Colt, they're in it together. They're both playing the same program. They have to stay on the same page. Medical emergency, justice, and karma. Is medical emergency because someone snapped and there was, I guess, an injury due to someone snapping that maybe went further than they intended? Oh. Drugs and poison. What does that have to do with this? Oh, that was the secret weapon? Clarify drugs and poison again. Social media. Face to face with yourself. Drugs and poison. Weapon. Social media. Oh, they have to stay on the same page with the lies, because it feels like one of them is covering for the other one that snapped, but they both have dirt on each other. Corrupted media source. They're both. They're both guilty, but I tend to believe that the mom is more guilty than it may appear. Not that it doesn't appear that way, but 2 cards to confirm. Death of Madeline. So that would be the 2 cards to confirm. I just can't tell if this is literal drugs, like drugging Madeline to get her to be complacent. It doesn't really feel like that, though. It feels like this is referring to the mom and the boyfriend both bringing out the worst in one another and enabling one another and covering for one another. It feels like that. There's something I'm missing though, and I can't tell what it is. How did the plan come to be? Like where she was placed and the story that they went with, how did that come to be? 3 cards. Ego. Angels and ancestors in reverse. So the ego took over any light. Beach in reverse. So I almost wonder if there was a discussion to put her in the water and they went with something else because they were working in haste. Doesn't really describe the plan though. Natural disaster in reverse, so an unnatural disaster. Treason, so treason would be betraying your own country. So if we're looking at Madeline as like a country, the mom would be the betrayal of own country. Murder. I don't know. I just get this feeling of the mom using what she knew that he was doing over his head. It feels like to get him to cover up for her, as in the mom. That's what it feels like to me. Not that he wasn't being abusive, but it feels more like the pattern repetition. So if we're looking at pattern repetition, then he would have been the one with the SA, okay? But then the pattern repetition for the mom, it feels like she snaps when she gets angry. Like that's a habit of hers, but like almost like it was building up as the tension between her and Madeline were building up. Fair. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 rows of 5. I put all the cards back in. So we got what we got so far. I just want to see if I reshuffle and if we can get the missing pieces of what we just talked about filled in. 3 rows of 5. If Madeline could give us the cards to view the story from her perspective in a way that would make sense based off of what we just got. Fired in reverse, so fired. Accident in reverse, so on purpose. Fired on purpose. I get you to cover for me on purpose. Collapse. Maybe she was given something. I'm just not, usually when they're given something, I can kind of feel it and I just don't feel it. So I guess maybe she was unaware, but that wouldn't make sense. That would defeat the purpose. I don't know. It's weird. Intuition. My intuition? So no, not given something. I collapse after something happens on purpose and someone covers for someone else. But I don't collapse because I was given anything. regret. And as a man in jail on the card, he's in jail. And hired in reverse, he regrets covering for her because of what she did on purpose. Not that he was doing anything better, but like almost like, oops, I snapped. You need to cover for me, or I'm just going to say it was you because of the SA. Strategy in reverse. End of the road. Manipulating, gaslighting, and control. Bloodline in reverse. One person covering for the other because of something that happened on purpose that made Madeline collapse. That was the confirmation. Child in reverse, bloodline in reverse. They're both in reverse, one on top of the other. The bloodline to Madeline would be the mom. He's in prison in regret for covering for this. Strategy in reverse. This feels like it was a snapping, not a planned thing that led to the end of the road. Manipulation, gaslight, and control. I feel like that's in reverse because it looks like it's him, but it feels like it's her. As in the mom. Inside prison, he is a man in a box. And that's under the card that I keep saying covered for. He regrets being in a box covering for what happened. Because he did wrong, but if he would have went and said she did this, well, no, they both would have still went to prison, but I feel like embezzlement. That's what we got before, stuffing, hiding something on purpose, not pre-planned per se, but snapping and something happening on purpose in the heat of the moment that was hidden by a man. To keep a secret. What happened that made her collapse and led to the end of the road is being kept a secret. And look, this is now a woman saying, shh, put that away, don't show anybody. Gift in reverse, that was referring to Madeline. Communication in reverse. If you don't talk and I don't talk, they won't be able to prove it. Who did it? Because think of it like this. If he's the one that's in prison, but she's the one that actually did something, she's probably saying to him, they'll never be able to prove it because it wasn't you. All you did was cover for it. Although I feel like they do have something, or they're about to have something evidence-wise. Grandparent? Danger. This gives me the energy of like memories, danger, pieces falling apart. Maybe this is referring to the dumpster where he threw stuff out, but I feel like they would have that by now. I'm feeling something new evidence-wise is about to come. That's going to start to make the story fall apart for both of them. Is that fair to say? Oh, for her. Something in her phone, maybe? Oh. Is he going to turn on her? Because now what does he have to lose? Unalived, alive in reverse. Ripping out the roots. Digital in reverse. And I said, is it something with the phone? Digital in reverse. So not the phone per se. Not the phone. I wonder if it's something on like a CCTV. I'm seeing a reference of like, you know, those really old, like thick computers. That's what I'm seeing, but I don't know how that translates because I don't feel like that's literal. I feel like that kind of means like buried in the back of something. There's something almost like if she has something on him that she was holding over his head, but if she uses it, that's guilty knowledge that she knew there was abuse and didn't do anything. So it puts her in a bad position. But if I have to use it, I'll use it type of thing. I don't abuse and neglect because she was not caring. I don't know. I still feel like there's a piece of this that I'm missing that would help something make more sense. Can we have the piece or can we not have the piece? Kidnapped in reverse, so released. Okay, so what's the piece that I'm missing? 3 cards. Portal, propaganda, plot twist. We're heading into a plot twist with the news. Is the news going to start to point more at, not the news per se, but like, is what the news is reporting on, is that about to switch to being more centered around the mother's role? The mother's role. Struggle, and she knows it. A manila envelope. Why is it about to switch? Why is the tone of it about to be more at what the mom did wrong? What's going to cause that? God in reverse. The devil that was not even part of this deck. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So the news is about to start to be reporting on the mother's role in this very soon, or there's going to be charges perhaps with the mother. Something's coming where it's going to change for the mother, the plot twist for the mother. Ego in reverse, beach. That's the feminine flowing towards, ego being exposed. Shining the light on. I feel like we're going to find out proof, like in whatever provable way there is, that the mother knew about the abuse. Because I don't think that came out yet. Real flag, false flag in reverse. I feel like I'm gonna panic, but I think it's because I'm in her energy. Like I feel like I need to get up and pace the room. Is that her energy? Desert, devoid of feelings, no feelings, dry. Trafficking in reverse. So dry, lack of movement. Oh, I said, am I in her energy? That's like literally the worst answer ever. Is it fair to say that what this is saying, it's not emotions that I'm feeling, it's panic for self. She knows the walls are closing in. It's not, I'm upset that my daughter's gone. It's, I think I'm about to go to jail. Boat in reverse. No, that's not it. The longer he sits in prison, the more she's fearing that he's going to flip on her. And then not only is she going to get in trouble, but also she's losing. Like, if you're going to flip on me, I know we're done type of thing. To get a deal. She thinks he's going to flip to get a deal. Marriage, wedding in reverse, and then we're done. I need a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap this up for now, but I may loop back around to this. It's just getting kind of late. How do I want to end this? Let's do... How do I want to end this? Okay. Well, I was going to say, let's do 5 cards from Madeline's perspective. So I guess that's confirmation. 5 cards. See, that wasn't supposed to be in this deck either. 4 of Cups in reverse, Supplier in reverse. So the Taker, who was earlier represented by the Thief, which would be him, jumping into action. I'm not going to count this one. Travel in reverse. So jumping into action, but it was too late. Real flag. Regret, that's the man. And he's the one I'm referencing jumping into action. Okay, or that didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, last card. Is it fair to say that the allegedly, my opinion, no facts, that the mom snapped? It's almost like he tried to... This is gonna not sound good, but I get the feeling as though he didn't want her to pass away, because then she's not there anymore. I feel as though just feels to me like she got him to cover up for something that she did in a moment of rage. Accomplice partner in reverse. It wasn't the partner. I don't know. I feel like the mom's pretty guilty in this one, honestly. I know that complacency and all that and neglect of the situation, but I feel like the actual, like, what happened, I feel like the mom needs to be in jail for this. Very last card. That's the card we got in the very beginning, that she needed healing from something. If you need healing, it means something's wrong. I really feel strongly that the mom realized that since Madeline had seen the mom, seen the act, that the mom could no longer pretend like she didn't know. And it's almost like that caused the mom to snap, because she's like, I can't let him get away with it anymore, and he's not gonna, I guess, like, in essence, he's not gonna want me if he can't use me for her. It's like that ego wound of control kicked in, and I feel like it's the mom that snapped. Bioweapon in reverse. That's the card we had before. It was bioweapon and what was above it, because I said it was, she would be connected because she's the biological. Is that what that's referencing? Last card. I just want to know if that's what that's referencing. Is this referencing a confirmation that it's the mom that snapped and that's the connection or the missing piece? Yeah. All right. That's, please remember, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Again, I may loop back around to this before surgery if anything comes out. But I'll be out again as of next Tuesday or Wednesday. But I will look into this again if anything else comes out. I would say that I anticipate the news starting to veer more towards reporting on something that's happening with the mom very soon. And I don't know if that's him making a deal, or whatever that is that could potentially be found as evidence in a way, or a combination of the two. I'm not sure, but again, please remember, this is all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Talk to you soon.